You're live. We should start talking.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling. I'm your host, one of your hosts, Asa, along with Kay Fabulous.
Hey.
And, of course, Dylan. I'm pointing the wrong way. Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling. He's kind
Still
of
here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I never left.
He's kind enough to join us. And today we are doing Survivor Series 1990 Retro Watch Along. And it's a heck of a show. I've seen this show a lot. One of my favorite pay-per-views, personally. This is back when they still did all Survivor Series elimination matches. And they did this one a little differently. So they do 5 Survivor Series elimination matches. And then they take the faces who survive, and they advance to a final match. They take the heels who survive, and they advance to a final match. And then we have one final match of survival and see who the true survivors are. So,
like one-on-one?
No. So
like the
a team.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
The faces become a final team, and the heels who survive become a final team.
Okay.
Like a super team,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. So, and then we do one final Survivor Series style match of elimination to see who the true survivors are. And so it's pretty cool. They only did it this once in 1990. I like that gimmick. Don't know why they didn't keep doing it. Seems neat. But the card is pretty cool. Hopefully, there are a bunch of matches. Hopefully, I can read it off to you before we reach 1 o'clock, because then we're going to go live. We've got the Perfect Team. That is Mr. Perfect and Demolition. And they're taking on the Warriors. And that is the Ultimate Warrior, Kerry Von Erich, and the Legion of Doom, better known as the Road Warriors. We've got the Dream Team. And that is Captain Dusty Rhodes, along with Coco Beware and the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart. And they are taking on the $1 Million Team, captained by Ted DiBiase, along with Rhythm and Blues, and that's the Honky Tonk Man and Greg Valentine. And they have a special guest mystery, what am I trying to say? A mystery partner. And if you don't know who it is at this point, I'll keep the mystery for you. But the mystery opponent, a mystery partner is awesome. I'll tell you that much. We've got the Vipers, and that is Jake the Snake Roberts, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. And they are taking on the Visionaries, and that is the Model Rick Martel, the Warlord, and Power and Glory, and that is Paul Roma and Hercules. And we've got the Hulkamaniacs, and that is Hulk Hogan, Tugboat, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the Big Boss Man. And Tugboat, otherwise known as the Shockmaster, otherwise known as
the greatest wrestler alive.
And they're taking on the Natural Disasters, and that is Captain Earthquake, along with Dino Bravo, Haku, and the Barbarian. We've got the Alliance, and that is Nikolai Volkov, Tito Santana, and the Bushwhackers. They are taking on the Mercenaries, and that is Sergeant Slaughter, Boris Zukov, Sato, and Tanaka. That's the only match that's not so hot. And then we have the final match of survival, where, like I said, the faces who survive take on the heels who survive. And then one of the more interesting things to happen also, we have a big egg.
Yes.
So the WWF, they took this big egg for several weeks, They took this big egg everywhere with them from show to show, and the question was, what's in the egg? What's in the big egg? And people thought, of course, they thought, well, it's a wrestler. It's a new wrestler. And if you don't know what's in the egg, I'm not going to spoil it. Dylan, do you know what's in the egg? Okay, I'm not going to spoil
You're
it.
in for a treat.
I'm not going to spoil it. If y'all don't know what's in the egg, I'm not going to spoil it. Don't look it up, please. Just be in for a surprise. But it's a surprise, I'll tell you that much. So 2 big surprises. We've got Ted DiBiase's mystery partner and what is in the fucking egg. One surprise is awesome. One surprise
It's super awesome.
is okay.
So wait, would you say the egg is the super awesome?
I'm saying the egg is the super awesome one. More super
Can
awesome.
I take a guess?
Take a guess.
Okay. I'm assuming it's a superstar. Is that safe to assume?
In a way.
I'd say they've reached superstar status now.
They have now.
Is it a male?
In a way.
Okay.
Yes. I think so.
You say they reach superstar status now.
Back then, when the egg hatched, you would hear sad trombone music. If people's emotions had sounds.
But now they are a beloved part of WWE history.
And culture.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, dude.
You're in for a surprise.
You're in
I'm
for
not.
you're in for a treat.
Yeah. No. I'm just.
I'm
gonna
excited for you.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
I can't wait to see your reaction.
Yeah, I can't wait to see my reaction too.
That's going to be like a clip it and make it into a short reaction, I think.
Yeah, if I can
Yes.
figure out how the fuck to do that.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Okay.
You know you got that StreamYard bubble up on the screen?
Say what?
That StreamYard bubble.
How do I get that off?
I don't know.
Click the comment.
Touch it.
Click that.
Touch it. It's not happening.
Not going away.
What?
There it went. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good to go.
So which match are you most looking forward to, Dylan? Or what superstar are you most looking forward to seeing?
Undertaker for sure. I love Dusty Rhodes, so anything Dusty Rhodes is always a good time.
Yeah, this is
But
late.
I had a question for you two.
Okay.
The rock and rollers, Marty Jannetty and
Rockers.
the Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Sean. Was this the last time that they were a tag team? Because then it's the famous barbershop scene that follows suit, or was that like another year later? Was that like 91? Where then Shawn Michaels puts Jannetty
I think
through
it was 91.
It was. Okay, so they're still friends right now. It's 91. Because it happened immediately after a pay-per-view on a Raw. That like
It was on a Raw didn't exist. Raw didn't exist yet.
Ah.
It was on like Wrestling Challenge or Superstars of Wrestling.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that was my question.
We're going live with the show in just 3 minutes, so everybody make sure to get your Peacock account ready. Survivor Series 1990.
I'm ready. I am ready.
It's okay. What match or superstar are you most looking forward to seeing?
$1 Million Man.
$1 Million Man, really?
That's a good one.
$1 Million Man. I love everything about him. I love his stables. I love him. I love the surprise guest he's going to bring. And I love that he's credited with bringing him.
Yeah.
Although I think a lot of people don't remember that about him.
A lot of people don't remember that, yeah.
But it's a very noteworthy part of his career, I think. Not to mention that he eventually gets IRS to be part of his team. So, big IRS fan. What about you?
Who am I most looking forward to? I'm most looking forward to seeing. I love Mr. Perfect. Love him. This is before he was having his real back troubles. So he's still pretty much at the top of his game. And as always, I love Bret Hart. I'm a big Bret Hart fan. And he's great here. And one thing to note, and the announcers will mention it, Bret Hart, one of his brothers died just a day before this show. I forget his name, the brother's name, because he has so many brothers and sisters. What, Dylan?
I think Sam said it to me last night, who was in the egg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, I think he did, and now I can't remember the fucking name.
Sam knows about Survivor Series 1990?
Yeah, I guess, because he was like something, it was something Guerrero. That's all I remember was the name Guerrero, because, Eddie or whatever, but he was like, yeah, we would, because when we did the watch along last night for Full Gear, you were talking about the egg and everything, and Sam's like, oh yeah, it's blah 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 Guerrero. It's like the cousin or something, brother or twin or whatever the hell of him. And I'm like, cool. Like I wasn't paying attention to him because I was so focused on the watch along, but like the last name Guerrero stuck out, and then now I'm replaying the back of my head, and I'm like, why is that? Why is that?
You could take that expectation and just lower it.
No. That he is correct.
Wait, really?
Yes, but there is more to it than that.
I had no idea.
Yes, he is correct.
Oh, that's sadder.
But there's more to it than that.
That makes it worse.
Yeah.
What?
Is it Chavo Guerrero?
It's not Chavo Guerrero.
Okay.
It is a Guerrero. But
That's a Guerrero?
but there is more to it than that. You'll see.
Like I know.
Yeah, it's a
I know.
Guerrero.
God damn it, man. We might have to go right to the egg first. Just so I can get that out of the way and not be sitting here questioning it the whole entire episode. Because I'm sitting here going like, it's a Guerrero.
You're not gonna believe it when you're not gonna believe it.
No, I know I'm not gonna believe it, because when Sam was telling me about it, because he was like, and you kind of reiterated it too, it was like, it's funny because he's like dressed up in this big costume, yada yada yada, and he comes out of the egg, but the funniest part of it all is that he's related to Eddie, and that's when I said Eddie who, and he goes Eddie Guerrero, and I'm like, okay, and that's when I started like tuning him out, and I was just like, all right, I don't know why we're talking about this still, like I understand we're talking about it because it's a very interesting thing, but like, we got Full Gear at this moment right now to worry about. Like, why are we talking about Eddie Guerrero? And then it started, when you said it, egg, I was thinking about it more. And then I was like, oh, wait, Sam said it to me last night. Fuck. What did he say? It's a Guerrero. But that's all I can say, because that's all I remember is the last name is Guerrero, but I don't remember the first.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm fucking ready. It's just.
All right. So everybody get your Peacock account ready. We're gonna do a countdown here for Survivor Series 1990. Give you a second to get your remote and get ready. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
It's the Survivor Series.
Oh, I like the saxophone.
Oh yeah, that's the Survivor Series theme.
Look at Dino Bravo.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That's a look right there. Whoa, round-haired Valentine.
Yeah.
That's
He
weird.
dyed his hair to do the rhythm and blues gimmick.
Oh.
I love how they do the teams during the intro here.
Yeah.
The Bushwhackers.
Yeah, that match is the worst on the show, but it's also the shortest on the show, so that's good.
Sergeant Slaughter and I are friends on Twitter.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who's the Terminator looking dude?
That's the Warlord.
Listen to Vince McMahon. The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, I love Vince McMahon.
Who were the guys in the like?
That's Demolition.
That's not BDSM.
Yeah, that's Demolition.
Demolition. Oh, Hartford, Connecticut, right up here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a bad state. It's not New York, but you know, it's close enough. It's
Yeah.
with 4 belts last night. 4 belts, New York. Very, very big win.
That's true. I think we got Gorilla Monsoon and Rowdy Roddy Piper as the announcers. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Rowdy Scott.
Look at it.
Wow, look at Roddy. God damn, man. Look how happy he is to be alive. I actually have someone coming on in December who has interviewed Teal Piper a few times.
That's
cool.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to pick his brain about, you know, Roddy. And
There's the egg.
There's somebody in that fucking egg. That's the funniest part. Is there somebody that's actually in that fucking egg? I'll be honest. I think I like Rowdy longer hair than shorter hair.
Mm-hmm.
More. Yep. Like, don't get me wrong. I think he's had a lot more bigger moments in his shorter hair, but the promos that he cut with the longer hair mean more.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because his hair gets into the promos and it's like
yeah, and I think that's why. Yeah.
The Fink.
Hey, the Fink.
Who dressed Demolition? What is up with that?
I think Pat Patterson came up with that gimmick.
Wad.
I just can't.
These
Demolition
guys look
in
like,
there.
These guys look like if you stumbled upon the bad websites.
Yep.
At a young age.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, well, why are they dressed up this way? And you press play and you realize this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea all the way through.
So he's a heel?
Yeah.
Did Demolition ever have a face run?
No.
With their BDSM gear?
No, I don't think so.
BDSM gear. No.
I mean, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I mean, that's what it was in 1990 too.
There's only one place they could have bought that, and it wasn't from the department store.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of that screams Demolition.
Yeah.
None of that.
Get some crazy promo here.
Let's say we lost both Road Warriors.
Tornado, Kerry Von Erich.
Oh, okay. Oh, he does look like a wrestler.
I don't know what my thoughts are exactly, except I know the 4 of us are gonna take the 4 of them, whatever it takes, Gene.
Our Intercontinental Champion, the Texas Tornado.
You've seen what Demolition can do.
What are your thoughts? I don't know my thoughts exactly. Like,
Boom animal. Demolition, Mr. Perfect. Submission is one way to go down. And for all the little warriors, the little tornadoes, and the little doomers, we won't let you down. World Wrestling Federation champion, the Ultimate Warrior, Captain. What are you nothing to do with anything close to perfectness? I've asked all the skeletons that have already made that sacrifice to follow me.
look at the Ultimate Warrior. He's so hopped up right now.
Yeah.
So hopped up on nothing.
This battle, whether to walk farther than all the rest or to stay behind and make the sacrifice. It makes no difference, Mr. Perfect and Demolition. For us, the Ultimate Warrior, I surround us in this force field, and we have become one. We have formed a bond like no other, and no one can break what we have created. There is no poison, no creation, and no medicine to cure what we have. You, Mr. Perfect and Demolition, will not survive. Very good, Ultimate Warriors. Let's go back to
I'm
ringside.
fucking
That's a
dead.
promo. That's a promo.
All I wanted one of them to say was, "Ooh, what a rush!" Like at the end of that shit. I would've- Yeah. If I got that at the end of that promo, that's 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 promo right there. If I got that at the end, Jesus. Look at them. They can't even look at the camera. They know they're wearing some inappropriate shit. They can't even look at the camera. They're ashamed. They're ashamed. Like, my mother's watching this, Vince. I just want you to know that.
They had the longest tag team title reign ever until the New Day broke it.
The Demolition?
That's
Yeah.
because they didn't want to have to show
Demolition.
demolition footage anymore because now it's so childish.
Yeah, I wouldn't have want to put Demolition footage up in the 2020s either. Absolutely not. Look at Von Erich. Ooh, what a rush. It's such the coolest gear the Road Warriors ever rocked
Oh yeah.
was the fucking shoulder pads,
They
chest
made,
plate. Yeah, they made that for
yeah,
sure.
they made it themselves. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That makes it like way more cooler in my eyes.
Yes.
Best tag team ever. For my money, man, best tag team ever.
Legion of Doom.
The Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, yeah.
Yeah. No, I could second that.
Here he comes.
There he goes. There he goes. Him and Nikki Cross have the same idea. Go right into that ring as quick as possible.
She even does like this. She does everything the same as him. I never noticed that before.
Yeah. He just took 2 shots of steroids right before he came out, ready to go. Absolutely amped.
So if you're just joining us, we're at 08:43 in Survivor Series 1990.
Getting ready for the first match to start.
First match, yep.
This is a tag match, correct?
Yeah.
Tag in.
They're all Survivor Series tag matches. So you have to tag in, and it's not over until every member on the other team is eliminated. And again, the survivors advance to the final match of survival.
So if your team wins as the survivors, but 2 of your team members have been eliminated, only the 3 that are, or however many are remaining, move on, or your whole team moves on?
Only the survivors move on. Correct.
So if you're the last member of your team, you move on by yourself?
Correct.
Interesting. Had some stakes to this.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Going right after him. You gonna tell me the Demolition members' names? Do you know the names?
Yeah. On the apron nearest to us, that's Axe. In the ring is Smash, And on the ring apron furthest from us is Crush.
I knew Axe and Smash's names, but I didn't know which is which. I did not know Crush's name.
Yeah, Axe is the one who looks like your chain-smoking uncle. Smash is the one who looks like your chain-smoking uncle's best friend. And Crush is Bryan Adams.
Wait, his real name is Bryan Adams?
His real name is Bryan Adams, yeah.
I thought maybe you were saying he looks like Bryan Adams.
No, his real name is Bryan Adams. He later went on to a face run as Crush and later went on to a run as Bryan Adams and was in the NWO under his real name, Bryan Adams.
He became like a surfer?
Yeah, he's Surfer Crush.
Surfer Crush.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He fought Doink or something.
He
right?
fought Doink at WrestleMania 9,
Yeah. Did I impress you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam!
And that's Animal.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
Because he's got a spider on
Oh.
his head.
Correct.
So he's eliminated?
No.
Oh, it's not over the top rope
It's not,
elimination.
no, it's pin or
No,
submit.
pinfall submission.
Okay. Who is it that goes over the top rope? Is that WCW?
WCW was if you go over the top rope, if you throw someone over the top rope, you're disqualified.
Oh, disqualified. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. In the early 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
The Iron Claw.
So is he in a tag team with Ultimate Warrior?
No,
Or they just dressed
they
alike?
just dress very similarly. Yeah.
There he goes. Ultimate Warrior.
There goes Axe.
He's the chain smoking uncle.
Yeah,
And that's his chain smoking uncle's best friend.
exactly.
And Bryan Adams is gone.
This is pre-steroids Crush.
I was gonna say I remember his body looking very different.
Yeah.
Weasel?
Yeah, the fans used to chant Weasel at Bobby Heenan. They called him the Weasel.
Where's Bobby Heenan?
He's Mr. Perfect's manager. He's at the ringside.
Oh, I didn't notice him.
Yeah. I would like to point out that 6 of the 8 competitors in this match are wearing face paint. Just to show you how much the wrestling business has kind of changed.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore.
We had 3 out of 6 competitors wearing face paint in one match last night.
That's true. That's true.
But that was the only match with face paint.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless you count Chris Stats and Julia Hart's.
You count it.
You count Sky Blue's eye makeup?
Yeah.
And Julia Hart.
Yeah, her little heart that she
The
has.
Hart.
I like that. Man, tag. Some bad refereeing.
Well, I've already cut the ring in half for him, Rod. But keep him out over the neutral corner right now. Look at those shots by Mr.
Yeah, cut your hair like Hawk is one way to get over balding
Yeah.
and still look like tough.
What stamina! He trying to hang in there. When you look across the ring and you realize how far you
Which one's still alive? Is it Hawk that's still alive?
Neither.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if either of them are.
Well,
No,
one
they
of
both have passed on.
Yeah, they both have passed on.
them-
Yeah.
I have? Oh, I didn't
think so.
realize that. Because we watched the Dark Side of the Ring,
Mm.
and one of them was still alive at that point.
He's going up the line. He's going for it. Bombs away.
Bam. Nice.
Smash should have been down, but save was made. Come on, Ralph. Oh, the referee's got
Can you
Oh,
imagine?
he dequalified himself.
Oh,
he's seen enough. He's going to disqualify some guys here. The Legion of Doom and Demolition both have been disqualified. That's 4 guys gone now.
Wow.
Legion of Doom is out of there.
So who are the legal guys now?
both teams have been disqualified. Well, whoever steps in the ring will be the legal guys.
My both stepped in.
So Von Erich, Ultimate Warrior versus Mr. Perfect.
Remaining members of Demolition are gone. I'm writing it down.
Writing it down. Who's the guy with the bowler hat?
Mr. Fuji.
Oh, I didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
He
later-
dresses very differently later.
Well, yeah, he went from one stereotype to a different stereotype.
Went from a Bond villain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He went from Bond villain Japanese to kimono wearing Japanese.
Yeah.
Yes.
What belt does Tornado have?
Intercontinental champion. Yeah, Tornado. Kerry Von Erich was being groomed as a possible future world champion. Huh? What? Yes.
Don't want to spoil anything for the movie for everyone. Sad.
It's open season on Weasels. There's one Weasel that finally got fixed. We don't have to worry about offspring.
He got fixed.
You got fixed.
Oh, that post is taking its toll. Already 2 guys. I get rid of what Mike is doing. Perfect is simply clever out there. That's one thing about Perfect. Not only is he a great athlete, but he is smart. You notice when we started with Perfect on Texas Tornado and the Ultimate Warrior, he was teasing him. Then when they made the tag, before Tornado could get in the ring, he went right after him. Very clever. A block and a big right hand by the Tornado and another one. Ow, thumb in the eye. Works every time.
I love the eye poke in wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Where'd the turnbuckle pad go? I missed that getting ripped off.
Yeah, I missed that. Oh, perfect plex.
Wow. Von Erich is out of here.
Texas Tornado out of here. It's 1-on-1 now. Mr. Perfect.
Oh, right into the exposed turnbuckle.
They should have let Von Erich finish this match.
Yeah.
Why are they counting? He only had one shoulder down.
Yeah. They should have let Von Erich finish it. Why?
I feel like the Ultimate Warrior didn't need this look. He already was built up really well.
Well, but that means you got to eliminate the fucking Ultimate Warrior, dude.
Yeah, so
He was the fucking hottest thing in the universe at this point.
I understand that, but if you're building up Von Erich as a potential superstar, potential world champion, these are the moments that are going to matter in longevity.
That'd be like eliminating MJF to build someone else up. You don't take
If
the
it
hot
makes
star.
sense, yes.
No.
Yes, absolutely. If it came down to three people, MJF, Swerve Strickland, and someone else, and let's say they were building Swerve up, you have Swerve eliminate MJF. 100%.
Wow. That is a surprise to hear from you, Dylan.
Listen, I'm a huge fan of MJF. I mean, for Christ's sake, I got his goddamn action figure of like I was 12 again. But if you're gonna make a superstar, and that's what the end goal is in 6 months from now, the moments that lead up to that matter. It makes a difference. Because if you just throw him into the competition as now he's a superstar, now he became a champion, people are gonna wonder, well, what made him a champion? He lost against MJF. He lost against here. He won this one that didn't really matter. He won here that didn't matter. He made a couple of impacts, this, that, and the third. If they say, well, he beat MJF, he beat all these others, he made that still impact. Now he has it. Now he's the champion. Makes sense.
Wow.
So I'm such a big fan of creative. And when it's done poorly, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. Because I get it. Like, the fans would rather see Ultimate Warrior than Von Erich. The name, the ticket sales, the dolls, the belts, the costumes. I understand that. But if you're building up a potential superstar that you believe could be a superstar in 6 months, these moments and these matches at these pay-per-views matter.
They could have had
And
them both. They could have had them both. Hang on.
They could have, but it wouldn't have gave the light to Von Erich like it should have.
Oh.
Plus, on top of that, it's two Intercontinental champions. A former and a current. You're having a potential Intercontinental Championship match again down the road.
Wait, let me get
You're
a thumbs
Talking about Von Erich and Mr. Perfect.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a thumbs up icon when I give a thumbs up.
Oh, that's weird.
Did you see that?
I did.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah. Just doesn't make it doesn't. You know, again, I get it. It's Ultimate Warrior, this, that, and the third, but
Yeah, he had just beat Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 7 months
right,
before
what, right. What he could have lost. He could have got eliminated, and nobody would have been upset with it. You beat Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. There's no reason you need to pin Mr. Perfect at Survivor Series.
Joining me, the $1 million team, along with the bodyguard Virgil, and another man who's very interested in what takes place tonight here at the Survivor Series, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy
We
Hart.
got 4 people watching this right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about what we averaged during the last one.
Good
Was
shit.
4. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. That's
We
awesome.
had an average of 4 and then like 38 total by the next day.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit.
On which one was that? Last week's Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like 38 views by the next day.
Good shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And the Heart Foundation, you're on
I love the $1 Million Man.
Via Rhythm and Blues. And last but not least, you, Dusty Rhodes, will be where I always have said you'll be. On your hands and knees, begging, humble before the $1 Million Man. But there'll be no mercy tonight, because tonight, only the strong.
Look at the honky tonk man.
$1 Million Team set to take on the Dream
Fucking,
Team. Let's go back out to the arena floor. Gorilla.
the fucking honky
He's
tonk
like
man.
that rooster that dresses like Elvis in the cartoons. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, he looks more like that than Elvis.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. American Dream. Yeet. Santos, what's up, buddy?
Santo.
If you touch his helmet, it shows up on the thing.
American Dream. American Dream. My mom had that hairstyle back then.
That like
Poofy,
hairstyle.
the poofy hair
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh, is that why Natalia wears that stupid hat?
Yes.
I thought she just liked stupid hats.
No. It's
No,
because
it's
he
her
used to
father.
wear it. He used to wear it.
Yes, that's her father.
No, I know that's her father. I didn't realize that
Oh.
the hat came from her father.
Oh.
Yeah.
He used to wear it a few times.
Terrible hat.
I know. When I first saw it too, I was like, "Oh, that makes sense now. Why she wears that stupid hat."
Yeah. This beret is like so tight, it's not even a beret anymore, though. It's like a skull cap.
There's Rhythm and Blues, and that's Greg Valentine in the white jacket. He hated this gimmick.
It's a nice jacket, though.
And it's a beautiful jacket, but he hated this gimmick.
You can tell from the
Yeah, he doesn't look happy.
It's really,
He just
really-
doesn't look happy.
It's like not even successfully grimacing. So is this the day before Thanksgiving?
Yes. Yeah, this is when Survivor Series used to be Thanksgiving Eve, which I love that tradition. Gave you something to look forward to before you got to see your family. I used to love it. I love that $1 million belt. I would love to
Just
have.
saying that.
I would
LA
love to
Knight
have-
has it.
Who?
LA Knight won that.
Oh, what? What the fuck did I miss?
Yeah, he won that a few years ago. He won that. He has the belt. Yep.
Oh wait, here comes the mystery partner.
Brother Love. What's
Yeah.
his name? Oh! The Undertaker is the fucking mystery guest. Look at that big ass tie. Jesus Christ. You're gonna have a whole Thanksgiving dinner on that fucking tie. That shit stretched out as a picnic table. Holy Christ.
Cravat, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
A cravat.
A cravat. That
Cravat.
provides a lot of fucking space. Who's with him? It's not Paul Bearer.
Brother Love.
Love.
Yeah,
Brother
it's the guy
Love.
Bruce Pritchard, who was
Right, Bruce Pritchard.
behind
right.
the scenes in the WWF for decades.
Used to be the Undertaker's guy beforehand.
Yeah, was the Undertaker's manager for a couple months only, until they found Paul Bearer.
Look at Mark Calloway.
Until the Undertaker really went on the road, and they realized they needed Bruce Pritchard back at WWF headquarters.
Wow, look at a young Mark Calloway.
Well, this one, I'm already exhausted, man. This is just the second fight. Now, here they are, picking partners. You got it. The Hearts and Rhodes and Coco got to be just trying to figure out what's going on here. Now, I
Wow, he wrestled with
Makeup
Dusty
on
Rhodes.
top of the eyebrows was like one of the best ideas.
Am I doing what?
The makeup they put on the top
Oh,
of
yeah,
his
yeah.
eyebrows.
Yes,
that was
definitely.
a really nice touch.
Mhm. First man ever to face the Undertaker, Bret Hart.
I can't believe Dusty Rhodes is in the ring with the Undertaker. What's really crazy is the Undertaker almost worked with Andre the Giant.
Yeah, you think of them as being like really far apart. Natalia's really built like her dad, you know, like short and kind of stocky.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bulldog.
Tombstone pile driver time.
Poor Coco.
Yeah, Coco's dead. Put him in the casket.
These guys, the Hearts and Rolls, Roadrunner are going to have to really start analyzing what they got. When you got a big guy like this, you got to go for the pins. I can wait. Come on, baby. His expression has never changed.
Couple shots. The Undertaker's like, all right, I'll give it to the other guy now.
I don't know why he said he didn't have to.
Man, that version of the Undertaker, I used to love it so much. I loved him so much. He was so different from other wrestlers.
I've dined and wined with princes, with kings and queens, and I've wined and dined with porks and beans.
I know that the dream wants to get the $1 million man in there. He is dying to. I don't think anybody's dying to get the Undertaker in there right too. I know though. The Hearts and Rolls, they don't fear nobody. They get that Undertaker back in there. They'll figure it out. We're Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation. Certainly Rockstar just brought that knee up and leveled it. You know, the competitors in this Survivor Series have got
Yeah, like I was saying, Bret Hart, his brother, I think his brother's name was Smith Hart. He had just died the day before. And I think everybody was surprised to see Bret Hart show up at the event, you know? I don't know. I wouldn't have been there, you know?
I don't know. I went to work the next day after my dad died.
Yeah?
Really?
Jeez. Just because, what, you needed something to do?
I guess. I don't know. I went to work. Yeah, I went to work, and I think after the funeral, I stayed home for the rest of the day, and then I went to work again the next day. Yeah, I didn't really take time to, you know, grieve or anything. No, I just kind of continued on. I still haven't I just continued on. I don't even think about it, honestly. I just work. That's it. I don't know why, but I'm weird, I guess. I'm one of those weirdos that just could be like, "Oh, your mom died? All right, well, I'm going to work tomorrow." So that's that. Like it's just like a easy, not easy. I shouldn't say that, but like
Can compartmentalize easily.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Like for me, like I just. Yeah, I guess I needed something to do. I don't know. Like, I don't know. My brain was just like, oh, All right, we have work tomorrow at 8, so we gotta like.
Well, a lot of people say that's what's best for grief is to like proceed like the day is normal, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not
No.
necessarily the day, but in the days
Yeah.
after. I don't know that I could do that.
I couldn't.
I don't think I could
I
either.
couldn't. Well, Honky Tonk Man got eliminated
Huh.
by Neidhart. Oh,
But get him, Ted. Cody's like officially better than his dad now, right? We can say that without being controversial.
I don't know about all that. I don't know
In
about
the
all that.
ring? Really? In the ring?
In the ring, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the ring.
Overall, I don't know.
But in the ring.
In the ring, yes. Yeah.
Awesome is the only word I can think to describe this Undertaker. I can think of some words. Use them. That's right. I will try to. Look at that. Just looking to hurt people, are you? Hit back, trying to retaliate here. Answers with some right hand of his own.
You know, it's the time to drop.
You know, a lot of people said, you know, when Dusty Rhodes went to WWF, he got the polka dot gimmick. You know, a lot of people said Vince McMahon wanted him to fail.
I could see that.
What do you think, Dylan?
I could see that. I could, and I could see that because he told JR that he believed that Mankind was not the wrestler JR knew he could be, and was willing to have him come in, but only if we covered his face. And so he was like, "Well, we'll bring him in, so you get to see and feel what it's like to have your heart broken by somebody you loved." That's how Mankind got introduced to Vince McMahon, as somebody who's going to break JR's heart. And JR knew he was wrong. And it was a great gamble. It was a great gamble. I'll tell you that right now. It's a great gamble.
Yeah, I expected Dusty Rhodes to come out in polka dots. I didn't realize he wasn't with the polka dot gimmick the whole time he was with WWF. Wait,
He's big, but he's dumb.
Undertaker got counted out. Yeah, he's big, but he's dumb. Big, dumb, and full of cum. The Undertaker, ladies and gentlemen.
Inappropriate.
I was trying to spell out rules for the Continental rules, and I put rum instead because of what you could say. Oh God. Yeah, did you hear about how the Continental thing's going to go?
Mm-hmm.
No interference. Points are only by victories. 1 point by submission. I'm sorry, by draw.
Yeah.
Loser gets 0, and that's how they go. That's how they advance. And they're doing it again next year too.
Yeah.
I like to know where they're going to do it though, because if they're doing it again in Long Island, I'm going. Like absolutely. If that's my if every year I'm guaranteed a Long Island pay-per-view, fuck yeah, dude, I'd wait. Every fucking year I'd wait.
You might get some visitors if it's every year.
If it's to you, I'm coming. We're coming. Sam and I will be flying down. We're going into a hotel. We're going to
I'm
see.
saying if it's coming to Long Island every year, you might be getting some visitors showing up.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, go to Long Island and stay with Dylan and go
Okay.
see those things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
AEW pay-per-view?
Yeah.
You know how much the tickets were? $60.
That's not bad.
That's crazy.
126 with the tax.
That's good.
It's not bad. I mean, we're sitting on the top, but we're sitting like the second row on the top, right in the front. So I mean, it's right in the middle. You see the entrance, you see the wrestlers. It's a nice spot. Because all the other ones were like, they were just really, really bad.
We got it. It's down to Bret Hart and DiBiase here, and
Yeah, I see that.
Continental Classic. They said, Eddie Kingston's belts are up, so you're gonna have the New Japan Strong Openweight. You're gonna have the Ring of Honor World, and then the Continental Classic is gonna be a belt of its own, the Continental. So they're forming a new Triple Crown.
There's no new belt.
Well, that's what I read. It's a championship of its own.
No, it's gonna be like
It's a triple crown.
like an Owen Hart belt.
No, what I read.
Yeah.
Triple
But
crown.
there's
They're
no new
merging the
belts
three.
being
It's gonna be a
created.
Triple Crown.
Right. But there's no new
One
belt.
belt. One belt. Yeah.
Okay.
One belt.
But it's only gonna be up every year?
No. It's a Triple Crown championship that's gonna be defended in AEW, in Ring of Honor, and in New Japan.
It's gonna be really fun.
It's going to be defended in all three promotions, so it is like, kind of merges the three promotions in that way.
That's cool.
At least,
I don't know that I fully understand, but that's cool.
It's a inter-promotion championship.
So, but I mean, like, is every time one of the belts on the line, all three of the belts are on the line?
All three championships are on the line, correct.
Every time there's a championship match?
Correct.
So they're going to always move together?
Correct.
So the Ring of Honor World Champion's always going to be tied to a strong openweight and the
Continental Championship, correct.
Huh.
It's a Triple Crown Championship. It will be, yes.
So whoever is the current champion will always be a member of the Classic the following year?
Correct.
Okay. That makes it a bigger deal,
Yeah, I can't wait for this tournament. It's going to be big.
It's gonna be huge.
They said 33 matches total, I think is what I heard.
Wow.
God bless. And Ted DiBiase got the win on that.
Yep. Ted DiBiase. And Bret Hart says, fuck. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I did not. Was Virgil in the match and I missed it?
Virgil was not in the match.
Yeah, I didn't think so. This is still when he's just a manservant?
Mm-hmm.
Poor Bret.
So we got in the final Survivor match. So far, we have on the face team, Ultimate Warrior. On the heel team, $1 Million Man. That was a good match.
It was. Well, those two are going to the finals.
They are the main event. Ultimate Warrior for the title against the #1 challenger. DiBiase could be the new champion tomorrow night. Let's go to meet you.
All right, I'm standing by with the Vipers. Captain Jake the Snake Roberts were in the shower. I assume that's more comfortable.
Nice and wet in here.
Wet in here. Your opponents tonight, the Visionaries. Remember, this is team competition, but the way I see it, Jake, a lot of individual battle.
The way you see it,
Look at Shawn Michaels.
keyword.
Hey, Marty Jannetty.
My man.
Marty Jannetty was a big fuck up.
Why? Because power and glory.
And so is Michaels now.
He survived. He's back here. He stood through time. This man here.
Yeah, Michaels just had better luck than Jannetty. That's the only difference. Yeah. The blonde one.
Yeah.
LC.
Is his eye all fucked up?
Yeah, Rick Martel sprayed perfume in his eye, and so
Now it's white.
he went blind in one eye.
Just rattle this tree. See if old Damien don't fall out on you.
All right, I thank you very much.
Forgot his snake's name was Damien.
I'm nervous, but the Vipers are ready for the Survivor Series. Gorilla, Ronnie, let's get back to you.
Fighters are fired up, Hot Rod. They are fired up. The Vipers wall, baby. Ready
Did you
for
see
action.
the eye? Did you see the eye on Jake?
Hot Rod, you gotta talk guts there. Huh?
Here come the Visionaries.
Well, we can talk him. You know, this is directly against Dustin Rogers that he's doing this, Hot Rod. I'm not going to say that. Martel's button there. I didn't get to see Martel.
There's Power and Glory.
What fucking names?
Power and Glory. Power and Glory, Hercules and Paul Roma.
Can I read you a tweet from Britt Baker?
Okay.
This is from last night when Adam Cole was going to fight Jay White.
Yeah.
She says, "This is crazy. Because this man told me the reason he's not loading the dishwasher is because he can't stand for very long. What we are witnessing is miraculous, folks."
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's a great Britt Baker tweet.
Yeah.
We got about 95% back here. Oh. Listen to them, they're getting on their feet now. Hot Rod. I guarantee you, Hot Rod, he doesn't have any vision whatsoever on that.
Jake the Snake Roberts looks like my delivery driver.
Looks like your delivery driver.
My job.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, with the one eye or with regular eyes?
With the regular eyes.
Oh, okay.
Is that Snuka?
Yeah. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Ortiz makes similar facial expressions as him.
Hmm.
Now, Martel, what Captain Martel is he calling the visionaries? Oh, little psychological tactics that, yeah, it's just another way for him to gloat. I heard him say that he said after this fight, the Vipers are going to look like a bunch of glorified worms. Oh, my. Isn't he getting witty? He may have to eat those words.
Roddy Piper is one of the best announcers ever.
Mm-hmm.
Never underestimate the power of David.
Very entertaining. Very funny.
Okay, boys. Well, I don't blame you for
Who's that in the ring?
Marty Jannetty,
No, the other guy.
the Warlord.
Jannetty, right there to oblige you. Absolutely.
He's a big dude.
Looks like an overstuffed sausage.
So far, Hot Rod, we got two.
Yes, he does.
The grand finale, the match of survival, Ultimate Warrior and the $1 Million Man. Watch what the Rock is doing. He ducked behind, slapped him on the back. Look at the red ones on the back of the walrus there, the warlord. Slaps him on the back, just intimidating him, just getting him.
Whoa.
Of course, when you get him mad, that's what happens. He didn't sneak around at that time. But he outsmarted
I used to love the Rockers too. You know, this was before I knew anything about lucha libre or anything about that. They were the only like high flyers I knew of. You know.
Honestly, I feel like high flying and lucha libre culture go intertwined with each other so beautifully that it's probably one of the most important elements to professional wrestling that we wish I know AEW does it a lot, and I hope that WWE starts going back to it. Like we saw Axiom and Dragon Lee on Friday, but Ricochet is one of them. Logan Paul does a lot of high flying moves. So hopefully the WWE starts adding that back in there.
Yeah.
Especially for the kids, because the kids that go to these shows become a part of the shows in that way is crazy.
I'd like to see AEW putting some respect on the luchadors they have. You know, like they've given the Lucha Brothers the tag belts, but they seem to job out a lot of the other luchadors they have. And even the Lucha Brothers at times, it seems like they're being put in matches that we know ahead of time they're not going to win. I'd like to see them treat them more like stars, I guess.
Yeah.
Like poor Commander, come on.
Yeah. Well, it's like what you guys said in your...
Like Vikingo's lost the last 3 matches he's had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that at all. You know that?
Well, it's like what's really crazy is you guys said it on one of your podcast episodes that it was Metalik didn't want to take the loss to Commander, and he the whole match was pulled because of that. And it's like I get it. People hate losing, especially on TV, even if it's in an hour TV spot. But I don't know. I still would have took the loss because I still would have just put on a really good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, that would have been huge for Commander because he hasn't had a win in forever.
Correct. A lot of people look at it very selfishly, and they don't look at the business as a whole. And I feel like it's one of the biggest reasons why we don't see some storylines in AEW or WWE really work out to be the way that they should. And it's sad. Because, I get it. Everyone wants to be a superstar. Everybody wants the title. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants that. But if they realize that, look, even though you might lose here and there, even though you might feel like you're getting jobbed out, it's the bigger picture and how well of a performance that you're going to put on that people are going to beg for you next time. That you then get that opportunity to really shine.
Yeah.
Of course, Jannetty's gone.
Oh.
Of course, Jannetty's gone.
Who's that?
That's Slick.
Oh, I've heard of Slick. I don't think I've ever seen Slick.
Master of Style.
He's a manager, yeah?
Yeah. He's trying to think who he's managing here.
Power and Glory.
Yeah. Here comes Jake the Snake. There we go.
Is Power and Glory where Proud and Powerful got their name from?
No, but that's what it makes me think of. Man, maybe it is where they got their name from. I don't know why I said no.
Where could they have gotten the name from?
Power and Glory.
Proud and Powerful.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. I thought the same. So Sam took home the jalapeno pickles.
Oh, so he liked them that much that he took them.
He wanted the jar.
Oh.
I didn't want to give him anything. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I didn't want to give him any of the jar.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
He did a
of you.
really
That was
good
nice
job
of you.
last night.
That was. I know you were very. I'm sure you're very attached to the jars, dude. So that was very nice of you. It really.
Yeah.
I know what it was like letting one of those out of your possession.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a big backdrop.
Yeah. But hopefully he gets to eat them and stuff like that. But I still say my favorite ones, jalapenos has to go down to the third spot now. Bread and butter goes to second, and the dill is the first one. Absolutely.
I thought you liked
I
the
like a good
jalapeno
dill.
more than the
I
bread
like a
and
good
butter.
dill.
I did too. I thought the jalapeno was like the best one. Because like bread and butter was cool. It was a little vinegary, but like I was still happy with it. Like it was a very good pickle. But when I had the dill, everything was just portioned correctly. And then the pickle itself was just so good. And I was like, this was the best one.
I always hated bread and butter pickles because my mom used to buy them. But like I was a kid and I didn't understand that there were like different kinds of pickles. So I would open a jar and eat them expecting dill pickles. And instead they were bread and butter. And like they're not bad, but if you're expecting to taste a dill pickle and you get a bread and butter pickle, it's like bleh.
Yeah.
So I've just never really been able to eat them since I was a kid. That's what relish is made out of, isn't it? Like bread and butter pickles.
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah. Very hard to let go of that jar. But he did such a good job. I was like, all right, here's your reward.
You had a big night. You got your first sponsorship. You had your first paycheck. It's good.
I got really big news yesterday before the
Got
show.
your,
Yeah.
Candace Michelle, yeah.
I guess it's coming together.
That's all.
I will say this to the day I die. I know it sounds repetitive and it sounds like I'm just being humble or whatever, but I'm just waiting to wake up, being told that I gotta go make a cheese pie or take out the trash, or like I'm just waiting for this like daydream to end. And I'm back at that shitty ass spot that I hated. You know, just taking out garbage for the third time of the day, covered in Parmesan and fucking olive oil and whatnot. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to Byron after the show and everything. We had a great conversation. He had a great night too. I kept him on while we were all doing our thing, and I kept checking up on him and stuff. He had a lot of people on there too. It was him, Leo. I think Justin was on there. It was like up to 8, 9 people. Good. Everyone that I knew did really well last night. We all did really well, and that was what I was more worried about. I just wanted all of us to do really well, and I think we all did really well. So it was a nice big night for all of us. But no, the pickles were really cool to have on the podcast. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow. And then I saw them again on the press conference. I'm like, oh shit. Like I was eating them too, buddy. Like, oh my god. You know, like this is so crazy.
Did you try and take a bite of one the same time MJF was taking a bite?
No, I was upstairs watching the press conference and I saw the pickles and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I was like, oh, they're the same exact ones. I should go downstairs and have a pickle right while he's having a pickle. It's like, again, like he's in the middle of a promo. He's crying. Takes a bite of the pickle and he's like, that's such a goddamn fucking good pickle. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how are you talking about pickles right now? After you just said, oh, Hangman Page was amazing, Swerve Strickland was amazing, Jay White was amazing, I can't believe I fucking retained, and all this shit. And then he takes a bite of the pickle, says that. And I'm like, and then of course he like shows his face on the container, moving it so that the camera can see it. I'm like, oh my God. Like, this guy is just, this is what I want to be, when I grow up. This good at marketing, where I can just be weeping my eyes out and still trying to advertise fucking pickles. Like, truly, truly great. But yeah.
Snuka got eliminated. We're down to 4-on-2. The heels have a 4-on-2 advantage. And if you're just joining us, we're at 1 hour 59 seconds. Yeah, the Visionaries have their whole team left, and the Vipers are down to just Shawn Michaels and Jake Roberts.
Nice suplex by Shawn.
Absolutely, the Rocker throwing his own feet up at the same time to make the impact as strong as he can. Elbow right to the red basket. No, he did not have that leg hook tight enough, but he's tired and can you blame him? You people at home, just roll with this. Non-stop action. Tag was made. I don't think that Michaels knows that. No, he doesn't. Talk about a pickle. Hurt just took all the wind out of his sails. Holy cow. What a great
Those legs are so pale, and his top half is so tan.
Yes.
That's a fucking combo right there.
Shawn Michaels taking a whole lot of punishment out there.
Yeah, you can tell he and his partner never hang out together because Paul Roma is all tan.
All tan.
Actually, he's just Italian, maybe. I guess
maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of both. Yeah, he's Italian and tan.
It's a fucking napkin legs right there if I ever saw some.
Napkin legs?
Yeah. No, napkins are very white. You like that one?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Shawn Michaels' chances here. He's getting his clock cleaned out there. He won't give up. One thing about the Survivor Series is the men that are in it are so tough, they get hurt so bad. Because nobody wants to give up. There's too
The
much.
Powerplex. Wow, Shawn lost. Jake the Snake.
It's 4 against 1. I'm telling you, sitting up here as a commentator.
So is there a size limit on this final match, or it could be like 7-on-1?
Well, it could be 7-on-1. Yeah.
Grab Damien, Jake. Grab Damien.
Real serious here, though, Gorilla. Getting real serious. Jake, look at Jake calling them all out. As long as he stays in his own corner, may be able to hold on here for a while. But he's not alone. He's not alone. No, he's got Damien.
He's got Damien. Fucking Roddy.
Also got the admiration of everybody in this arena. They all love Jake, and they can't help but stand up for what he is doing. However, let's be realistic, Rod. I don't like his chances. Nah, we're talking the guy's going to have to beat 4 guys by himself. with no break. Now opening attack.
What do you think? You like his chances?
No.
Yeah. What do you think, Kay?
Sad.
I think it takes out like one, maybe two guys.
Bam! People went nuts over the fucking DDT. That's his finisher.
Poor Snake.
Yeah.
I would be screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like snakes.
That's like wrapped around his own leg.
Yeah, it's wrapping around him.
So is he gonna get counted out now?
Yeah, he went after Martel.
Arrogance.
Stick Roberts has been counted out. Therefore, the winning survivor.
Wait, is Rick Martel counted out too? Or no, because he wasn't legal.
The entire team.
Wow, the entire team of the Visionaries have made it to the grand finale.
How many more of these matches are there?
2 more
Before the final or counting
before the final.
They got their work
Getting bored already?
guys.
So now we got Ultimate Warrior on the face side, and on the heel side we got $1 Million Man, Rick Martel, the Warlord, Paul Roma, and Hercules. So 5-on-1 right now.
Every man out for himself. No friends in this one, only foes. It's all coming your way. Saturday, January 19th. What a way to start.
Oh, there he is. I'm dying, he said. I'm dying.
These guys are great. Royal Rumble. These guys are here as a team to survive. In the Royal Rumble, it's every dog face for himself. Every man for himself. No friends, hot rod, no foes. Whoa, are you gonna survive? That's the question. I'm trying. Hot Rod may survive this Survivor Series. But right now, we're gonna take you to another comedy. Let's go to Sean Mooney.
These are the Hulkamaniacs and set to lead them into battle as
He's
their
got
captain,
ribbons on his
Hulk Hogan.
2x4.
Well, you know something, brother.
Yeah, yellow ribbons because the Operation Desert Shield was going on at this point. Before it was Desert Storm.
Oh. Look at you with your history knowledge.
WWF is turning topsy-turvy. This is our chance to prove that the border man, the training, the prayers, the vitamins, and believing in yourself will make you a survivor in any situation, man. You know, first off, dudes, I've assembled the baddest team of Hulkamaniacs I could possibly find. I saw Jim Duggan with a 2x4. He's a deadly weapon in himself.
And the big tugboat.
He's just like the USS Missouri, man, watching all my little holsters back. And when you're in a Survivor Series, dudes, sometimes there are no rules, man. But this time, the big boss man is going to be laying down all the law and order, brothers. I've been a survivor all my life, and tonight will be no different. And when this thing's all said and done,
He looks like he
and it's
wrestled
all over,
already.
Bobby Heenan,
Mhm.
we're going to see if you can survive. How about it, Tugboat? You know it, boss man, because the old Tugboat is just like the Battleship Missouri, brother. He's loaded. He's ready for battle, brother. He's got the Hulkamaniacs backs covered, and it's just like out in the wild. Only the strong survive. That's right. It's Turkey Day. It's Survivor Series. Everybody's
It's Turkey Day. My eyes squinted. I'm halfway defeated.
These yellow ribbons are on the 2x4.
Found some Brussels sprouts for Thanksgiving Survivor Series.
Yeah, so now, since you guys are vegans, what do you guys eat for Thanksgiving.
In this match, to all the
Man,
I don't eat turkey.
Mashed taters,
Mashed
Brussels
taters,
sprouts,
sprouts,
corn, green beans,
Candied
green
yams.
beans,
candied yams.
candied yams.
And we don't. And we're not vegans. We're vegetarians. So we eat deviled eggs,
Pumpkin pie,
pumpkin
Eggs.
pie, sometimes macaroni and cheese,
macaroni and cheese,
rolls.
No chicken.
Sometimes we make vegetarian stuffing, but not always.
What's that consist of?
Mainly regular stuffing, but instead of using like chicken broth or turkey broth, you use vegetable broth, and you just don't put any meat in it.
Right.
Or sometimes you put steak meat in it.
God bless y'all. Really.
And I like the cranberry sauce that's shaped like the can it comes out of.
I hate cranberry
I
sauce.
love cranberry sauce.
I hate it.
I don't mind cranberries, but no cranberry sauce for myself either.
Yeah, no.
But in honor of this being a Thanksgiving Eve pay-per-view, I'm going to go make some Brussels sprouts. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't eat turkey. Not a turkey person. Hate turkey. It's very not American of me, I guess, but you know.
It's fine.
I like what do we normally get? We get like chicken marsala, chicken franchise, pasta. We're very Italian Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What I thought was
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts is collard greens. Do you want lima beans or
Lemon.
green beans?
Green beans.
Green beans.
That sounds good. What else, Dylan?
Sometimes we'll do clams, calamari. Very
That is a very Italian Thanksgiving.
yeah.
So it's just like family foods.
Yeah, it's more or less like yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
Yeah, like when my father was still around, we'd do the turkey because he was a big fan. But my mom and I are not fans of turkey. I don't like it. But I like chicken. We'll do like chicken, we'll do pasta, we'll do clams, we'll do calamari, we'll do whatchamacallit. You know, we'll do Brussels sprouts, we'll do string beans, we'll do stuffing, but it's just regular stuffing. There's no like meat or anything in there. And then corn, mashed potatoes, of course. It's like, you know, the classic thing. But yeah. Now, yeah, and then after my dad passed, it's just been like chicken. We all eat chicken. Now, you know, only man that used to eat the bird was my dad. Now that he's not with us, it's now chicken. So, you know, I guess we upgraded good food to better food, you know, because of it. But like otherwise, now it's you know, because we'd have that turkey for like 2 weeks.
So
He's the only one that would eat it.
Are you having family come to you, or are you going?
No, we don't do any of that.
It's just you and your mom
It's just the three of us.
And a
That's it.
sister.
and your sister.
You just have one sister, right?
Yeah, I just have one.
Oh.
Here comes the Hulkster.
Which one was she last night? There were two.
The last
girls.
one that came on.
Okay. She tried to hide from the camera. She just snuck in, got a pickle, and then ran away.
Oh, I didn't see her.
I think you were in the bathroom. Yeah,
Yeah.
sister, two of her friends come on to try the pickles. Is she older or younger?
Younger. He was born 97.
Okay. And you're 94? Yeah. May 20th, 1994.
Now the world knows.
It's in there. It's in the brain. And in the Google Calendar.
Yep, same with a lot of other people's birthdays.
May 20th, 94.
Mm-hmm. I was in the 4th grade.
Christ.
I didn't realize Hogan didn't always have long hair.
It's kind of long.
Where were you in 1994, Asa?
1994. I guess the
1st
same thing. Yeah, 4th grade. 4th grade.
And then 5th
Johnson
grade.
Street Elementary School.
I went to Shenandoah Elementary School, Shenandoah Bobcats.
Johnson Street Jaguars.
That's funny. I went to PS 79 in Queens. It was about 3 blocks. Yeah,
I forget. I always forget that. That's how they name them in New York.
Yeah, PS 79. It was like 3 blocks up from the house. Then I moved out here, and it was East Quogue Elementary, whose team was also called the Bobcats
Oh.
as well.
And then you went to private school, didn't you?
I went to public school till the ending of 2nd quarter, and then I was told to leave, and then I went to private school.
What grade was that?
7th.
7th.
So I ended my 7th grade career in Catholic school and continued there.
7th grade is terrible. I teach 8th grade. I would never teach 7th grade. It's when like the hormones make everyone all crazy. They're just like on constant emotional roller coasters.
True.
You know what's funny? Like my
People.
going from 7th grade public to 7th grade Catholic was a totally different experience because like a lot of people were able to like keep a composure about themselves. They weren't like as wild as public. It's very funny because when you go to public, it was a totally different experience. Totally different experience. But when you went to Catholic school, it was like fucking weird. I was the wild one out of everybody because I came from public. I came from this wild backyard wrestling type of world to this like well-educated, prominent school of business. You know, I'm out here cursing and, you know, at the time I was really into hip hop. I was sagging my khaki pants all the time. I had none of my clothes buttoned up correctly. And
Lord.
yeah, no, I was a menace. I was a menace to society. I used to wear Jordans. Okay, I used to wear Jordans.
I used to wear Jordans
to school when I had to wear penny loafers. The uniform was penny loafers, black socks, khaki pants, a button down, a tie, and then you got a sweater. The sweater had a color that was the grade you were in. One color was like 7th and 8th, another color was 9th, another color was 10th, another color was 11th, and then another color was 12th. So I never wore the sweater. Always had the shirt undone, tie loose. Like it was tied, but like it was, you know, down. I had the top 2 like buttons or whatnot. I always had like
the Fresh Prince.
Yeah. I literally was living the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air life. I had Yeah, I always had like a graphic T-shirt underneath. So like I had like fun like pot ones, and I had like I had gaming shirts underneath the thing sometimes, and then I had I always used to sag my pants when I was in high school because I was big into hip hop and everything. So I always had headphones. I always walked around with a Walkman and headphones on, and then I upgraded to a Zune, so I'd always have headphones on and stuff. And and then I used to wear every day was a new pair of Jordans. I'd have like 5 that I'd rotate throughout the week, and I'd wear the Jordans instead of the penny loafers. And I would, backpack was like a gym sack. It wasn't like a legit backpack. It was one of those like things that you pull the strings or whatnot.
Yeah.
I had lockers that had my textbooks in it, but I never opened it to get the textbooks for the class. Sat in the back of class like a loser, like true hoodlum, true, just not a part of this culture at all type of schooling. And it was great.
Is he disqualified now?
Duggan just got disqualified, and we missed
he
it
used
a
a
minute
hacksaw.
ago. Big Boss Man pinned Haku. So we're down to 3-on-3 here.
No, stop.
Who's that with the boots?
The Barbarian.
Okay.
If you're just with us, the time is 1:21:58. Bam! He slammed him.
Is he Typhoon or Earthquake here?
It's Earthquake. Typhoon was Tugboat.
Oh, that's right.
Becomes Typhoon.
What was Earthquake's other name? Avalanche?
No, he became Avalanche in WCW.
Okay,
I know it's
that's
confusing.
but it's the same person, though, right?
Yes.
Earthquake and Avalanche. Okay.
Yeah. He was Earthquake, remained Earthquake in WWF.
That's
Tugboat turned heel and became Typhoon.
That's why he's got like the Richter lines on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tugboat on Hulk Hogan's team turned heel in a year or so and became part of the Natural Disaster tag team, which I loved, with Earthquake. 2 big fat guys rolling around, beating people up. I fucking love
beefy men.
I love big fat guys. Dino Bravo. That's Dino Bravo.
He looks crazy.
He was
Bravo's eliminated.
Dino Bravo was part of the Canadian Mafia.
Like legitimately?
He got murdered.
Wait, in real life?
Yeah.
He was killed?
Yeah.
How did he get killed?
Did a Dark Side of the Ring on him?
I think he got shot. Yeah, they did a Dark Side of the Ring on him, yeah.
I think I saw that.
He got shot.
Do they know by who?
The Canadian, Mafia.
Oh, the legit Canadian Mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's wild. Now that's a fucking story.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny looking back at high school me to where I am now. Because now I dress up for the podcast and the watch-alongs. I look so proper and everything, but I would never wear the uniform in school. And if I had to go back to that school, I still wouldn't wear that uniform correctly. Absolutely not. Big Boss has been eliminated.
Mm-hmm. So we're down to what, 1-on-1?
1-on-2, I think, right? Or did the Barbarian get eliminated?
1-on-2. 2-on-2. Excuse me.
Yeah.
2-on-2.
We got Tugboat.
Oh.
Bailey.
Yep, it's
Did
Bailey
it?
time.
Oh,
Hi, Bailey.
Ugh.
Hi, Ripley.
Hi, Ripley.
I can say hi to Bailey too. Yeah, I'll pet you. That's okay.
Bailey needs a bath today.
yeah.
It's time. It's been. I try to do it once a month because she has very short hair, and I don't want her to like get irritated or whatnot. Because I used to when she first came, I used to do it once a week, but then I realized like there's maybe a little too much of a washing. She wasn't dirty, like she didn't go out in the dirt and like roll around or anything. But like I'm just such an OCD clean freak that I was like, yeah, you've been unclean for 6 days. I can't do it. Yeah, no, and you're sleeping in my bed. Like, oh my god. But now it's like she slobbers on her toys, and we sleep with them in the bed. Like now it's like whatever. I don't even. But smelling her today, she smells a little funky. So it's time for a bath. Are you trying to say hi to everybody? Okay. Oh.
Hi.
Bailey.
Can we say hi to green bean? Ripley, you want a green bean? Can you sit?
Hold up. Oh.
Man, a lot of people get eliminated on the count out for this Survivor Series.
This dog.
You like it, baby? Yeah, you like the green bean?
No, come on.
Jagged punch? You spit it out.
Go in your bed. There's not enough room for both of us.
You want to eat your green bean?
Yeah. Today, after this, I'll probably go give her a bath, and then I'll take a shower.
I met the Barbarian when I was a kid, and I asked him if he remembered this because I had seen this tape so many times. I asked him if he remembered fighting Hulk Hogan at Survivor Series 1990. He was like, Hulk Hogan, a very fierce opponent.
That doesn't answer the question, buddy. Yeah. I could have said the same thing too as a fan. Yeah, like.
She does not like the green bean.
Batista. What an animal. Yeah, everybody can say that shit. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited to see Iron Claw. It comes out next month. I want to see it so bad. I might wait until it comes to like DVD and stuff. Because I know Xbox will probably be giving us a decent deal for the rental. It might be like $3 or something for the rental. And I might just rent it to.
Yeah, we'll probably do a review of it.
Good idea.
Ooh.
Yikes. Oh, here he comes. Hulking it up.
You like when he hulks up?
I love when he hulks up.
Really?
I like to hulk up. Yeah, hulk
I
up.
like when he hulks up.
When I wake up in the morning and I gotta go to work, I hulk up.
Do you
hulk
really?
up?
All right, let's get in there, damn it! Like, yeah.
Bam. Bam. So now we got 2-on-5 in the final survival match.
Oh, he's beating up Bobby the Brain.
Yeah, Brain's dead.
I think they might have edited out the what's goddamn Bobby.
Yeah, it was a good spot by Bobby. I'm not gonna lie.
You think they edited it out well?
I think they might have edited out the what's in the egg.
Nuh-uh.
They might have.
Why would they do that?
Because we've only got one match and then the final survival left.
So you're telling me I will still never know who the hell is in that damn egg?
If at the end it's not in here, we'll tell you. But that would be so sad. Why would they want you to do that?
I hope not. It may be next. I don't remember when it came in the show.
I would think you would have this memorized. Having owned the
I used
tape.
to. You like Hulk Hogan?
I like Hulk Hogan's hand movements.
You hate Hulk Hogan, Dylan?
No, I don't hate him. Do I think he's a banana head? Yeah. But I don't hate the guy. He was crucial to WWF. You know, I reward him for that. Just outside the ring, he's not the most intelligent man on this planet.
Yeah.
Did you see him in the Joe Rogan interview that he did recently? He was talking about how when Brock Lesnar, brother, when Brock Lesnar was coming to the WWE, Vince had to run it by me. I gave the approval. What? Who gives a shit about you? Like, what are you talking about? Like, out of your mind? Like so much bullshit. You know. I think the egg time.
I think it's egg time.
Egg time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Hartford tonight at the Survivor Series.
Wait, the Macho King?
Oh, no, it's not egg time yet. Yeah, he won the King of the Ring tournament and turned heel. Turned heel.
Look at him in his red and white. The red and white stripes, the sunglasses. There's a great promo that he did with Mean Gene where he's talking about the cream of the crop. And Mean Gene's like, the cream? Yeah, the cream. And he goes, of the crop? Yeah, the crop. Mean cream of the crop.
I'm a living, breathing candy cane, yeah.
But he tries putting the cream on top of Gene's head during one of the promos. Oh, we gotta balance the cream before it rises to the top.
As a matter of fact, you're a spectator.
Okay.
I know for a fact you sat down and had that big Thanksgiving turkey with all the trimmings, the dressing, the mashed potatoes, the sweet potatoes. You're a pretty contented man right now.
You don't know anything
I think it's weird when people call
You
stuff.
don't know nothing about the Macho King.
You don't realize that I'm the once and future World Wrestling Federation champion. And I'm just gonna have to say that
Where's that from? It's not a southern thing and it's not a northern thing. Is it a western
the
thing?
Ultimate Warrior is gonna be the ultimate turkey.
Oh, they haven't done the egg yet. Okay.
And that's my title, understand?
I understand to a point.
He called it Mean Gene the biggest turkey he knows.
Recall just a couple of months ago, you wouldn't soil your hands. You let a woman do your dirty work when sensational Queen Sherry went on the Brother Love Show and insulted the Ultimate Warrior time and time again.
Unbelievably wrong you are. Yeah. Not once. Not twice. But today, sensational Queen Sherry slap.
I need someone to come back and redo the Macho Man promos live. I'm like, I would love a 30-minute every single week promo of Macho Man played.
And he was in a state of shock.
It would be so worth that time to watch that shit.
The Macho King Randy Savage is gonna take his
I agree.
back, and there is nothing.
I mean, the king of promos.
One of my favorite promos, definitely, yeah.
Unbelievably wrong you are. Yeah. Like,
He's not looking in the right places. Tonight.
One of the funniest promos, definitely.
I don't see anything special. I am the special one in the
On
world.
purpose.
wow.
On
Freak out.
purpose. I mean,
Present and future. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I am the greatest superstar ever to step into the head.
I like the one where after he wrestled, he comes back into the back room, still sweaty, looking around like a crazy man. Gene's like, what a match you had out there. Oh, yeah, it was great. Great. She's trying to have a conversation with him. And all of a sudden, Macho Man's like right there next to him. He's like, wow, yeah, freak out. And he just walks away. Fucking walks away from Mean Gene in the middle of the promo. And Mean Gene's like, alrighty then. That's the Macho Man. So, like, just, he didn't know what to say, how to, you know. Oh.
Let me tell you something. When the time comes that my championship hands touch the Ultimate Warrior, you'll realize it. Oh, yeah.
I think he forgot what he was going to say at the end. So
Yeah.
that's why he just put the oh, yeah.
It's nice to have that in your back pocket when you forget what to say. You can just
Yeah.
go eat that and then move on.
I'm going to do something to him. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, they talked about the egg. It's about to hatch.
it still hasn't happened. Okay. All right.
That's Nikolai Volkov?
No, that's Tito Santana,
Okay, I was going to say, I didn't think that's who that was.
Oh, there they are, the Bushwhackers.
former Intercontinental Champion.
Those guys used to do my lawn.
You gotta do the bushwhacker walk. Yeah, I'm doing it.
I'm eating.
Oh,
I mean,
I'll do it for you. I love the bushwhackers.
yeah, they used to cut my
Are they
lawn.
heels here?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No, these are the faces.
Well, Nikolai Volkov had some mixed reactions, so I wasn't sure if he was a
He's a
face
face.
or a heel. Because lots of people were angrily waving American flags at him.
Oh, look at that. Sergeant Slaughter's all dressed up in face paint.
This one, Sergeant Slaughter was an Iraqi turncoat.
Right. Is that Iron Sheik?
No, that's General Adnan is with him.
It looks like the Iron Sheik. It's not the Iron Sheik.
He looks like him, but that is not the Iron Sheik. No.
Shut that hole and listen up. And all you maggots listen up. Despicable. It's the Louis. The Red.
I love the fact me and Sergeant Slaughter are friends on Twitter.
Your friend's been an Iraqi turncoat, and you're happy about it?
Hey, man, I'm not even registered to vote. You really think I give a shit?
You're not.
What?
Oh my God, we gotta have a different discussion about
we've
that
had this
sometime.
Conversation with him. You don't remember this?
Yeah, you don't remember that? We've already had the conversation.
We gotta have a different conversation.
Yeah, I'm not registered. I'm never voting. I'll vote for, like, you know, Superstar of the year, wrestler of the year.
If
Game
The
of the
Rock
year.
runs for president, would you register to vote so you could vote for The Rock?
No, that just makes registering to vote a bigger joke. Are you kidding me? If you would have somebody like Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his jabroni vice president as our
Rather-
president, as the president of the United States, it's almost as bad as having Kanye as fucking president.
I'd rather have Dwayne than some of the other candidates.
I don't even know who the candidates are. I don't follow. I don't watch the news. I don't even watch the news.
I know, I try and not watch the news. I try and actively avoid it, but it's hard sometimes.
What did all of you Americans and the little soldiers out there in Saudi Arabia have?
This is lasting too long.
Yeah.
Like, let's move it along.
Call yourself an American, you've got to be kidding.
President Bush, take some advice
President Bush won.
from Sergeant
Yeah.
Slaughter.
No, he's on the future. He was talking to second President Bush.
I didn't know of when this was. Like,
1990.
I know, I wasn't paying attention to the presidential term years.
Always think twice because the Iraqi army soldiers
Oh, because Bush was back to back. Second Bush was back to back terms.
Yeah.
I was thinking that Clinton was between his terms.
I believe he got a second term.
I know. I campaigned against him. To no avail.
What a despicable piece of garbage! Thank you! You paid! You know why you got kicked out of the service? For saying Shazam too much!
Boris, Sukol,
He likes that fight so much, why doesn't he go there?
Yeah, no. I don't even watch the news. I look at my phone for the weather. Like, I'm so out of touch. It's funny because like a lot of people say, "Oh, like I'm so out of touch with what's happening nowadays." I'm like, I am too. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like I know about like the Palestinian war and all of that or whatnot, but like generally speaking, like I don't know. Like I know who the president is. Like I'm not that out of touch, but I don't know who's running now. I don't watch any of the things that are happening with our government. I just know that everyone's upset with everything going up and no one's happy. So
I'm pretty happy.
I mean, yeah, I'm happy I get to work with you guys and like, you know, have a job and you know, a nice home and a nice family and I get to do this. But besides that, now I'm like, you know, it is what it is. I'm just content.
So yeah, if, for viewers, if you need to use the restroom, make a snack, this is the match to do it on. This is the only match on the show that's that I would recommend that on. Bam. Flying forearm. Boris Zukov is out. This is the shortest match on the show.
So make your food and use the bathroom quickly.
Make your food and use the bathroom quickly. Yes. Yeah, there's not much to write home about in this match. Oh, that was a nice kick, though.
Yeah, it was. So is Mark Briscoe like a love child of one of the Bushwhackers?
It seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, except for the walk. But even that's
There
kind of
goes
close.
one of the Orient Express. We're down to 4-on-2. And so right now, the ultimate match of survival is Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior on the face side. And on the heel side, We've got Ted DiBiase, Rick Martel. Who else? Ted DiBiase, Rick Martel, Paul Roma, Hercules,
The Barbarian?
and the Warlord.
The Warlord, I mean.
Yeah. The 2-on-5. Am I missing
Wait,
anyone?
his whole entire team just got fucking eliminated? I literally looked at my phone for 1 minute, and you're telling me all of Sergeant Slaughter's team got eliminated?
Yeah.
It's 4-on-3.
What?
Or 4-on-1. Excuse me.
That was terrible.
Yeah, Nikolai Volkov.
Oh my god, he sucks.
Sucks.
His kicks are like a foot away from the human body. Maybe like, oh, I kicked you in the face. Oh, I kicked you in the face.
Yeah, he sucks.
Drag that camouflage space across the mat. Wipe some of that chin off. You know what's wrong with Sergeant Slaughter? He's like a pelican. His mouth can hold more than his belly can.
What does that mean?
The sheep herders, I was going to call them. The bushwhackers are from New Zealand.
The sheep herders.
Well, that's what they were called. In WCW, they were called the sheep herders.
Bushwhackers.
Bless
That's
you.
another name. Thank you.
They weren't there for long. In the NWA, they were called the sheep herders.
So it's the egg after this, and then the main event.
Yeah. Pretty breezy pay-per-view. Pretty
Yeah,
fast.
I mean, honestly, this was still good. Like, if this was the worst match of them all, yeah, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
That next one that we talked about, though, Asa, the one with Mankind and everybody.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. That's a great show. That's a great show.
What's really
Yeah,
good?
I'm
We're going to do one
looking
next
forward to that one.
week.
Oh,
1998.
Survivor
Next
Series?
Sunday.
1998.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
So the day after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Okay.
1998 Survivor Series
At 1 o'clock?
at 1 o'clock.
Let me double check my schedule, but I should be good to go. No, that is. Oh, no, to the 26th. Yes. Yeah. No, that's
1
fine.
o'clock work for you with your podcast, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so for those of you watching now, hopefully you're enjoying it. We're doing another retro watch along. Same time next week, Sunday, 1 p.m. We're watching Survivor Series 1998, which is, man, for my money, it's the best Survivor Series I've seen. So there are no
I saw that
Survivor Series elimination matches. It's a 14-man tournament for the WWF World Title. Stone Cold, The Rock, Mick Foley, Big Boss Man, Ken Shamrock, bunch of guys. Undertaker, Kane. Fuck Kane. Forget I mentioned
Okay.
Fuck Kane.
Why? Wait, because of what he said?
Yeah, because Glenn Jacobs. Fuck
Because of
Kane.
Glenn Jake.
Yeah, fuck Kane.
Yeah, no, I saw that. It is what it is. Sad. That's all I could say. Sad.
Well, Sergeant Slaughter eliminated Cousin Luke.
Is that
He also eliminated the Russian, too.
Yep.
So both Bushwhackers are gone. The Russian is gone. And now all it is this guy.
Tito Santana,
Tito Santana.
former Intercontinental Champion, former Tag Team Champion.
I was gonna say he's in your book a lot. The name Tito Santana.
In my book a lot. How do you know that?
Because I've looked through your book and you've asked me questions before, and Tito Santana has been the answer to their questions numerous times.
Interesting.
Was he the first Intercontinental Champion?
No.
Was he the first to anything?
No.
Was he the most frequent something?
No.
I got nothing.
Now I know what I can hang up on my wall.
Hmm.
The fucking T-shirt from Suzuki.
From
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
The autographed T-shirt that I have with
Oh,
from
yeah.
Minoru Suzuki
Yeah,
from the
do
House
it.
of Glory. Now I can
Yeah.
take that down today. Then I could take down the Hogwarts thing and put Minoru Suzuki up there instead. A better look than Hogwarts Legacy. Good game, but it's a wrestling podcast. All right.
It looks fun.
No, I know. I've now become accustomed to seeing the Hogwarts thing for so long.
Yeah, looks
That now
fun.
I'm like,
I mean, it's a big thing. It takes up room.
yeah,
Trying to do that. It looks fun.
yeah. No, it's time to change. 2024 is a big year for Last Week of Wrestling podcast. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Who do you see going over here, Dylan? Sergeant Slaughter? Or
it
Tito
looks like it's
Santana?
probably going to be Sergeant Slaughter, but I'd be shocked if they give it to Tito. What? Oh. Oh. Oh, and the referee's down. No. Is that Shane McMahon?
That is Shane McMahon. Yep.
Good eye, good eye.
Good eye. Very young Shane McMahon. This is probably one of the first times he would appear ringside. I got to imagine.
Yeah.
He can't have been very old at this point.
He's probably young 20s.
Younger than that, dude, I bet.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shane was more in the business than Stephanie before Stephanie became like the biggest thing in WWF. With,
Yeah,
of
why
course,
is
the
that
Undertaker. What?
So sorry. I didn't understand why it wasn't a disqualification. I'm sorry. I was paying attention to the match. I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, no, like it's Stephanie was married to the Undertaker, and Stone Cold had to save her. She was in the match between her and Jacqueline and somebody else for the women's championship on a SmackDown. She was Jericho's punching bag as well as The Rock's punching bag.
So Tio advances to the match of survival.
Yeah,
So
because
we
of
got,
disqualification.
so we got Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Tito Santana versus Ted DiBiase, Rick Martel, Hercules, Paul Roma, and the Warlord. So 3 versus 5.
Not some great odds.
No.
With me now, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and the entire Visionary team as they prepared for the grand finale match of Survival.
We did it! We did the impossible! We had a vision and we did it for the first time in the World Wrestling Federation. A whole team survived. That's what you call unity, teamwork, and combine that with all the money, all all the
What kind of
resources
accent
and
is
all
he
the
doing?
knowledge of
He's
million
from
dollar
Canada.
man. There
He's
ain't no stuff
French Canadian.
That's right. And in addition to being the first and only team of the Survivor Series to survive intact, the $1 Million Man has given a lot of incentive money to make sure that this team survives one more time. And you, Tito Santana, you're a great athlete, but you happen to be at the right place at the wrong time. And how long ago was it? I think it was WrestleMania 6. Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. There's a lot of bad blood there. You think that these two egos could climb in the ring and combine and be a team? I don't think so. What I'm saying, brother, is you're looking at the survivors.
Well, the $1 Million Man and the Visionary is said to be the Ultimate Warrior and Tito Santana. Let's go back to ringside.
Well, the $1 Million Man, a hot rod painted a pretty good picture because tomorrow night on NBC, the main event is the Ultimate Warrior against the #1 contender for the belt, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And you want to know the night's not finished, the grand finale. You know that DiBiase is going to have his team working on the Warrior. Tomorrow night, we may have a new champ. Well, we saw history made here tonight by one.
Let's get to the egg.
I know, right?
My
Here it
God.
There it is.
I want to know what Guerrero's in the goddamn egg.
At the eight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the shake of the evening. Things are really heating up here at the Survivor Series. And I got to tell you, these great fans here in Hartford, Connecticut are red hot too.
I can't wait to see this.
And you know, when it's so hot, so long, well, that means that the incubation is all over. And that means a lot of us are looking
How many times do you refill that water cup, would you say?
wherever that came from, I'm sure it had to hurt.
3
A
times a
day?
day?
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah. I'm about the same. I'm about the same with my big jug. I gotta refill it up today, actually, this morning.
Oh,
That way.
Ah.
All right, come on, get out of there already.
Is it the playmate of the month?
rabbit balloons.
Rabbit balloons?
The way it sounds to me right now, the speculating is all over. Oh, stand back. Oh, look at that. I think that egg is ready.
The gobbler.
Oh, there it is. What is it? Huh. What in the world?
What jerk off is in that costume?
Oh, my God. What
The booing.
The booing. Oh my God.
is this?
I don't know what it
Take
is.
a look at it, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you're looking at me like I know what I don't know what it is.
A little rooster tail up on top. I don't know. You got a pair of legs like my mother-in-law.
He's got a pair of legs like my mother-in-law. Holy shit.
What in God's name is this? Holy. What,
The gobbledygook.
what is with the gobbledygook?
The gobbledygooker.
Huh. Don't tell me you're the gobbledygooker. You gotta be kidding me. Is that all you do is gobble? Well, on Thanksgiving, what would you expect?
Fun fact,
What?
in Borderlands, the prequel,
Oh, no,
you
no,
can
no.
play as Claptrap, and one of his costume options is the gobbledygooker.
All
Oh.
right.
Who's underneath that goddamn costume?
So it's Hector Guerrero.
And who the hell is he?
He's let me see how he relates to the Guerrero family. Let me see.
Well, yeah, I'll Google it
This is
too.
the only, well, I guess it's not the only at this point, but for a long time, this was the only appearance of the gobbledygooker, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see him again for 20 years or something.
That's what BG said. He's taking him into the ring.
Hey,
So he's the father of Chavo and Eddie.
Yeah.
Look at the agility.
wait, Eddie Guerrero's dad is in this costume?
Part of professional.
Okay, right there.
He's Eddie Guerrero's brother.
Brother. Yeah, he's Eddie Guerrero's brother.
Did he name him the Gobbledygooker? The guy who just said we got us a Gobbledygooker?
No, this
Or
was
a plan
a
he made?
shaped. No, this was a shaped, a planned character. You haven't seen anything, Dylan. Here we go. You love it?
Look at how mad that guy
Look
is.
at Mean Gene. Get him the fuck out of here. Get Mean Gene the fuck out of here. What a shit fucking move right there. Poor Mean Gene.
So they had drugged this egg to to shows for weeks, and the suspense had built. Who's in this thing? Is it a wrestler? A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's Ric Flair." A lot of people thought it was Ric Flair coming over.
In an egg?
In an egg, yeah. A lot of people thought it's Ric Flair. And a lot of people thought it was a wrestler. Of course, she thought it was a wrestler. And it is a wrestler, Hector Guerrero. But so it ends up being this thing, the Gobbledygooker.
Eddie Guerrero's brother.
And the plan was for this thing to go to shows, and it did for a couple weeks, and be a mascot of the WWF, and to go to shows and do this act. And Hector Guerrero would go around and do this act, during downtimes, during the house shows and stuff, and keep the audience entertained. But after like 2 weeks, they cut it off. They said, no more Gobbledygooker. They said, this is not working.
I love it. That's the funniest shit I've seen all day.
I thought you would like this.
The craziest part of it all is that it's Eddie Guerrero's brother. Like that, to me, that just is so great. This is by far the funniest pay-per-view I've seen. By far.
They wanted this to be a mascot. Like, if you got to pick
Vince McMahon.
mascot,
Only Vince McMahon would think of some stupid shit like this and go, oh, it's going to be a mascot, damn it. He's going to be loved by the kids around the world.
Exactly.
2 weeks later, he's like, I was the biggest idiot to think of this shit.
Yeah, this came straight from the top.
Yeah.
This was a Vince McMahon idea.
Yeah. There's no way they there's no way Bruce Pritchard thought of this.
No, this was a Vinnie Mac idea.
Yeah.
You loved it.
I did. I thought it was great. That was funny.
Well, you know something, little
That
kid?
was
Not too worried.
that was enjoyable to watch. I will say that. Absolutely. That was good. That was a good one. The
Gobbledygooker.
This is what it's all about, brother. I've been around
Hector
the
Guerrero,
time now,
Eddie Guerrero's fucking brother.
but never before have I seen such intensity in a man like the
That's-
Ultimate Warrior to rise to
You
the
can't get
top.
better than that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if he was Eddie's cousin or his brother or his uncle or what he was.
Look at Ultimate Warrior. His jaw is open and permanently locked that way now.
Warrior, we're gonna survive this thing, brother. This is what it's all about, baby. The grand finale. $1 million man, the visionaries, you turkeys, the odds are not against us,
What?
baby. We are here for one reason:
I'm ready to
to
get him
survive,
The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my god, how's Jan doing that?
The Hulkamaniacs that made the
Yeah, open it
sacrifice.
wider. His mouth's open
And
wider.
the warriors that follow me
Wider.
that fell like skeletons that made their sacrifices. They walk with us and
Showing the skeletons that made their sacrifices.
That believe in one purpose, to do combat with those that believe they are the greatest. You power and glory. A reminder
Look at his veins popping out of his neck while he's just talking.
no competition to the power we possess in Hulkamania and Warrior Wellness and Arena Junction.
You know the way I feel about it, dudes. This is the 11th hour, brother, and we're walking that fine razor's edge between greatness or disaster. And the way things stack up with all those Hulkamaniacs, with everything running wild out there, brother, there's no way.
All right, I have to use the restroom now. I've waited too long. I'll be right back.
Right.
Team survives and you dudes out there.
This is it, the grand finale match of Survivor. Let's go back to the ring.
He's gonna miss the grand finale.
Survive indeed, the Hulkster, the Ultimate Warrior, Tito Santana. 3 members on one side, 5 on the other. Still, I don't like those odds.
Oh, no. And the 5 you're talking are just not 5, guys. You're talking warlord, power, and glory.
So yeah, guys, put in the chat. How did the gobbledygooker make you feel inside? Share your feelings with us.
Introducing first, the Bubble.
And here come the visionaries again. So this is the grand finale match. This pay-per-view really gets in, gets out, does its business. It's a quickie. We started at 1. It's 3:09.
Stan grabbed his shirt. He did not like it.
Nope. Well, he gets paid to act like he doesn't like it.
I think he also probably didn't like
I
it.
think he also probably didn't like it.
People are so grabby and touchy. I don't like it.
President was named and set first time ever in the history of the World Wrestling Federation that an entire team run made it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have made the entryway is very narrow.
Mm-hmm.
They would never make it like that nowadays. Like, get off me, get off me, get off me.
Yeah, even if you walk in the dead center, they can get you from both sides.
Yeah. Love this music.
Hmm?
Love this music.
Yeah.
Fucking music.
This capacity crowd here at Hartford Civic Center on its feet once again. They have gone strictly bananas.
Leanne's son was Hulk Hogan for Hulk.
Oh, I'm back. I can't hear you guys. Now your mic's off. No. Okay, I'm running the show. Hopefully everyone's having a good time and enjoying themselves as Asa and K come on back shortly. Of course, you are watching No Bones About Wrestling. No. No. Can't hear you. No Bones About Wrestling podcast, where they do watch-alongs for all of your retro pay-per-views of late. Isn't the internet great? Technical difficulties on all platforms, no matter where you are, no matter how big or small you are. There's always a problem somewhere. So, it's nice.
There you go.
There you go.
Can you
Can you
hear
hear
us?
us?
I can hear you.
All right.
What were you saying before?
Nothing of substance.
Okay.
Yeah, he was asking who you thought was gonna win.
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking.
That's substance.
Who's gonna win? Yeah.
That's substance. I would say Hulk Hogan, the Crackhead Warrior, and the other guy.
Who's gonna survive?
Like who's
If
not?
they make Ultimate Warrior be the one that defeats all of them, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because they already lost one guy.
Yes, and now my guess would be, that was my guess, is Tag and Hercules come in here, do some damage. Probably can't DiBiase. DiBiase is one of the best at putting finishes on a man, finishing holds that can wear a man down to where you can pin him. Smart tag team work on their part. Austin needs to come and make a tag. Stop for a sandwich, do something with that. Come on. Oh. But then again, look at the odds. It's easy to sit back and criticize. It's another thing to get in there and get it done. We're looking at survivors, man.
Ooh, what a rush.
A lot of times. Warrior with his hands outstretched, but the hosts are not even looking in that direction.
Yeah, this pay-per-view pretty breezy time. It was came on at 1. It's 3:17. We're in the main event, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean it's been good.
Pretty quick show. I love that falling fist drop of DiBiase.
Yes.
That's a
A
great
lot of
move.
others. Randy Orton's done that. Randy Orton has done that move a few times. Trying to think of other stars that I can recall. Mr. Kennedy, I think, did it once.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, right. I followed the Anderson School Academy on TikTok. I was watching him and Redbeard coaching the new kids or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was interesting because they don't let you comment. Like, it's the point of it is to watch and listen and hear what Kennedy and they have to say while these kids are performing. Plus you don't need people commenting, be like, "Oh, I could do that," and
Yeah.
all that's stupid shit. So Hulk eliminated one.
Yep. Paul
Now it's
Roma.
3-2. Paul
Pretty
London.
Paul Roma.
Oh, all right. The ultimate crackhead is in. There he comes.
Dylan's favorite. You really don't like him. What is it you don't like about him?
I don't. It's not that I don't like him at all. I just find him to be just really exuberant. He's just like too wide. He's too wired for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind my wrestlers being wild. It's just like going as crazy as he does. Like, who the hell runs in the ring? And the first thing you do is you grab the top rope, like fucking like what crazy psychopath? Like Vince didn't watch that and go, why don't you tell him that back like 20 levels? All right, I don't need you speed racering your way into the fucking ring and then making the top rope break. Please, like
Got him super over.
No, I know. I mean, once in a while, I get it. He could use that as a way to like his own like Hulk comeback type of thing, where people are beating him and he's starting to get back up, and then all of a sudden, he grabs that top rope, and then he does the fucking shaking, and then he goes into his like 5-6 crazy moves like really fast. Like then it's like, okay, all right, now I get it. Like you're capitalizing on the Hulkamania thing, and it's smart. Being the Ultimate Warrior, cool. Keeping the running, but doing it only as the entrance, and then like kind of toning back some of that energy for the match. Like he'll just be running around the ring, like fucking crazy man, hitting them with like 20 moves at one time, and then trying to rip apart the rope. Like like what's the matter with you? Just calm down. The opponent isn't there. Yeah, the opponent isn't the ring. All right, like the surrounding area isn't your opponent. It's the guy in the ring.
Rick Martel just left.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's just like, fuck this.
Yep.
Yeah, he got counted out. He left.
Oh, because he
And
left.
Ted DiBiase's gone. And here he comes. Look at him. All ready to go. Amped. Super. Look, forgot. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to go on this side of the rope. All right, here I go. The Ultimate Warrior has never been fucking taken out. Like, he's been on fire since the day he started. And the Ultimate Warrior got the pin. I mean, come on. He got the pin on the other match, and then he gives him the pin on this one.
Yep.
And it's not even the guy that he's facing in the main event tomorrow night. It's a different guy. Like, Hulk should have eliminated that guy that just got eliminated, tagged in Ultimate Warrior, and then Ultimate Warrior and Ted DiBiase could have gave us a sneak preview of what was going to happen the next night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they could have ended the match. That would have been exciting. That would have been like, okay, guys, if you kept DiBiase rested for 3 men, and you kept Ultimate Warrior rested for 3 men, or even had him fight like one of the guys, to then having it be Hulk gets eliminated by DiBiase, It's all up to the Ultimate Warrior now. You bring the Ultimate Warrior in, and it's Ted DiBiase and the Ultimate Warrior. You have them give us 10 solid minutes of just hard-hitting action. You put the Ultimate Warrior over tonight. Done. Now I'm invested for tomorrow's show.
See, I'm already invested in tomorrow's show because I'm wondering, is the gobbledygooker going to show back up tomorrow? So
Probably.
They already have me as a
Probably.
And what the fuck is the Undertaker gonna do? Yeah.
No, but again, this Survivor Series was definitely a solid 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Funny, entertaining, gobbledygooker MVP of the night. Seeing the debut of the Undertaker, amazing. Yeah, it was very, very good. I actually thought that the match between Sergeant Slaughter and the others wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't bad. It was just fast, and it was.
It was
nothing.
very fast.
It was just nothing.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% accurate. It was very fast, but it wasn't slow. It wasn't boring. It didn't drag out.
Yeah.
You know, the only person I would have replaced is the Russian. He just didn't sell well. He didn't hit well. He didn't sell
terrible.
well.
He was always terrible too.
Yeah.
I never got why he was on television. I never understood it.
Yeah. He didn't sell well. He just he didn't hit well. He just was not trained.
You know what's crazy is he made a comeback like 4 years later too. They brought him back 4 years later for some reason. Same skills, just slower. So
that's wild.
Yeah. Okay. Thoughts?
Give it a 4. 4.5. Maybe I'm going to give it 4.5 because of the gobbledygooker gets an extra half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Really, really cool seeing the Undertaker's debut.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Those are your thoughts?
Those are my thoughts. I could have used for more Thanksgiving theming. I mean, the gobbledygooker is a pretty big Thanksgiving theme.
Yeah, what the fish is dancing goddamn turkey.
But there's no, like with Halloween Havocs, there was a Halloween set. There's no Thanksgiving set. There's no frequent mentions of cranberry sauce and turkey.
They were talking about it the whole goddamn show.
They mentioned it.
I'm talking about feeding the troops. Yeah, they talked about the whole show.
Okay. I would like it a little more. I want to see some gourds, some cornucopias. Perhaps a cornucopia being used as a weapon.
Okay.
Like a Thanksgiving match.
I see.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. Thanksgiving match.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Me personally, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I think
5 bones. Just it captured WWF just at a time that was just magical for me when these guys were like superheroes. I mean, you know, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
I mean, even the bad guys, $1 Million Man, guys like Power and Glory, the Warlord. You know, these guys
Mr.
were
Perfect.
large. Mr. Perfect, yeah. These guys were larger than life characters and guys who play their roles to perfection. Almost all of them that we saw tonight play the roles to perfection. The only ones who I can say didn't were probably like Nikolai Volkov, he sucks, and the Orient Express, they suck, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else who was on this show play the roles to absolute perfection, and that's what the WWF was back then. Was like a just a superhero machine that made sure everything was perfect and the show went off great. And that's why it was so huge back then. And that's what we were getting to see. I mean, they were advertising, they were advertising, talking about a show on NBC, on fucking NBC, when they used to, if their wrestling show wasn't over, they used to preempt Saturday Night Live
That's crazy.
so that the wrestling show would finish. So, and this is when Saturday Night Live was good, also. But just, yeah, just a great show. And the Undertaker's debut, can't see, and seeing him against Bret Hart, Dusty Rhodes, just so many cool moments.
That was the best match for sure.
That was the best match?
I think so. You don't think so?
That was the best match. Yeah, I agree. But that's going to do it for us, folks. Hopefully we will see you next week, same time, same channel, right here on No Bones About Wrestling YouTube channel, 1 p.m. on Sunday. Try to get here a few minutes beforehand, 12:50, 12:55, because we will start the pay-per-view right at 1. We're going to watch Survivor Series 1998.
Make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification so that you'll get notified when we get started.
Exactly. Thank you.
Dylan, do you have something going on today later that you might want to plug?
Yes. So we, the Last Week of Wrestling podcast, we're going to be doing an interview with a former GCW referee, referee Clark, who's also a referee in First Pro Wrestling as well as Time Bomb Wrestling. Myself and him are going to be talking all things in the ring as a referee. What does it take to be a referee, training wise, some of the actual procedures it is for making sure that the wrestlers stick to the match length, everything like that. If there's any changes in direction, how they actually are aware of that and whatnot. And then, of course, a lot of his gaming stuff that he does with a lot of charity streams over on Twitch as well. So that'll be the whole episode in its entirety. We're going to be doing that today at 7 p.m. EST. Of course, if you can't come and watch it live, you can always listen to it that day or the next day over on Spotify and Apple Podcast, or rewatch the video later on that night or tomorrow, whenever, over on the channel as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. And then, we got a crazy week ahead of us. Of course, Survivor Series watch-alongs and everything. So a lot of stuff.
That should be a really interesting interview.
I can't wait to hear it.
I don't think people realize just how much referees are a part of the matches that we see.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear the questions you ask and the answers that you get.
I got a couple of good ones I feel in there. A couple probably basic ones that he's probably answered. I know from what I'm told, I don't know, this might be his first time ever being interviewed as a referee type of thing. So I think this is, maybe just as big of a moment as it is for myself to do something like this. It's pretty crazy. I've been watching a lot of his work in Time Bomb, which is a lot more of a hardcore based wrestling promotion compared to First Wrestling, which a lot of our favorite people like Danhausen, he was a referee for, as well as an Ethan Page match as well. So it was I'm really excited to kind of pick his brain about some of those like things before the show. Like, does he know, or does he know a lot of where the moves are going to be placed throughout the actual match positions, as well as timekeeping, because I think that's the biggest thing. Like Mike Chioda on a Chris Vanderbilt interview, that earpiece is not only for Vince to tell him like when to raise the title, when to show the title off, when to give it to the ref. It is almost like when he's yelling at a lot of these guys to be pulled off Of the other one where they're in the turnbuckle, it's to let them know and signify, hey, 15 minutes left. Hey, 8 minutes left. Hey, we're getting closer to the finish. Hey, the finish changed. Like those moments that when that camera pulls away, at least in the professional wrestling that we watched on a day-to-day basis, is that when that camera gets pulled away and you see the two men arguing, it's not an argument. The ref is telling the wrestler, hey, you have now 3 minutes to get to this spot, 2 minutes to get to this spot. We're about 15 minutes from that finish. Let's start working close to the end. When you would assume that it's actually them arguing with one another when it's not. And it's the ref telling them, like, okay, push me now to make this argument look more like an argument and not that I'm telling you and signaling how this match is going to go. So the difference of that in the professional world compared to the indie world, I like to know, is there a lot of the same correlation in that sense with the calling of the times and stuff, and a whole bunch of other fun matches, fun things that I want to know as just a fan of the product. So yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a really great interview, honestly, because like I said, besides watching his stuff, like I watched and read a lot of other things about referees and their jobs and stuff. So it's just like I kind of want to try to see how much in the indie world does it actually correlate to the TV world of professional wrestling, and how much does it actually differ? Because I feel like there is a big difference between the two of them, because of whatever, TV time placements and commercials and picture and all of that stuff. So, it's it'll be fun. It'll be a really fun time.
Yeah, and that'll be at 7:00 tonight.
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern.
On Last Week in Wrestling's.
Yes, on Last Week in Wrestling podcast.
Podcast, yeah, YouTube channel.
Yep, over there. Very excited. And then we got some other big ones. We're actually in talks with a former AEW Dark and Dark Elevation wrestler to be on in December, who I was a part of a interview with on the Wrestling Bros channel. So shout out to them. Isaiah Moore. He is known as the Mr. Highlight Reel. We're talking about possibly getting him on.
I remember that name. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. When I saw the name, I was like, why does that name look familiar? And then when he said AEW, I was like, oh, I remember you. I remember you watching you on YouTube.
Yeah, the name, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be getting an opportunity to talk to him and stuff as well, hopefully in December. And then one that's not 100% confirmed, I'm gonna just say it now. I know we already spoke about it prior on here tonight, but the Candice Michelle interview, WWF ex-women's champion Candice Michelle. I'm looking to be a part of that interview, which ought to be very, very, very interesting. It will be one of the biggest ones, I guess, over here, which will be really, really fun. But yeah, so it'll be
the biggest, dude. That'll be the biggest.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, the GCW referee is pretty cool. That's technically my first.
He was the WWE Women's Champion.
No, listen, it is my first ever wrestling superstar.
Yeah,
that's like the biggest name. But like wrestling wise, like I have, Referee Clark is going to be that person, because this is like my first interview with somebody on this channel that now has stepped in that realm of GCW, one of the biggest independent promotions of all time. And then has worked with people like Danhausen and Ethan Page and Isaiah Cassidy and a lot of other AEW superstars, Matt Cardona. He's been in the building with these guys or have called their matches, which is crazy. Like to say that is fucking wild, but it's then Candice is just like, that's just the fucking icing on the cake. Like that's just crazy. That's just insane. So, but tonight, Referee Clark, I can't wait to kill it with him. It's going to be an amazing show. Hopefully you guys will be there in the comment section and stuff. I know Asa has some questions that we're going to be throwing at him as well for the show. So that'll be really fun. And crazy. Just wild world we live in.
And one last thing to promote, of course, our podcast, AEW Weekly, is going to come out tonight. It's going to be our first video podcast.
Hey, so, all right.
Stepping into that realm.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be
See
great.
how that goes.
You guys are gonna be great. It's very exciting.
So
That's very exciting. I remember when Asa told me about it. I was like, all right, let's get it.
yeah, you're the only
Yeah.
person I ever told. I never made an announcement or anything, so we're just gonna do it.
Do it, dude. It's what's
Yeah.
funny, and I can tell you from experience, like when I was lucky enough to do video portions of this thing that we do here, like the first ever watch along I ever did was Elimination Chamber this year, and that was for Pro Wrestling News, like in February, and I was nervous, scared. I was like, people are looking at me. I don't want people to look at me. Like I don't know. Like my room wasn't the way it is now. It was just like a wall, and that was it. Like it was weird. Like if you go back, it's a really funny video. And then, now where we're at now is just it's really great. But yeah, like after that, we started doing the video portion because I got a lot of feedback that it was one of their best ones at the time. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then we did one for WrestleMania night 1 and night 2 as well, which was really, really fun. But then, yeah, after like the nerves kind of settled, after the video was over, the nerves settled a little bit. And I was like, okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then doing it like again and again and again and again, I was like, okay, it's not as bad as it seemingly is. But I was very nervous the first 3-4 times. I still get nervous doing some of these things now and whatnot. But I try to forget that I pretend that it's only that my guests are the only ones that are watching me. So that way I never look at the viewer count because that's what's the most intimidating. Because when you see that number start rising, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to fuck up here. Like you just start getting in your head of like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, of those nerves. But you guys are going to kill it tonight. I have no doubt about it. I can't wait to keep you guys on while I'm doing the thing over here. So you guys will be on one of my corner windows here on the monitor somewhere while I'll be doing my thing over here and everything. So I'm very excited for you guys.
Well, I'm not sure if we're doing it live. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna figure
Okay.
it out. We're gonna figure it out.
With the
All right.
dog, it's hard.
But here, well, folks, that's it for us. So thank you very much for tuning in. And as Mick Foley would say, have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.